Judge Cheeks, I see you're quite a prolific writer, and you say I heard you answer Senator Durbin's question. You said you don't take a position in these articles.
I said I tried not to take a position in most of my articles.
Well, you didn't succeed. In October 2020, you published an article entitled, "I Can't Breathe." You remember that article?
I do remember that article.
Okay. You were talking about Mr. George Floyd's tragic death. Here's what you said, quote, your words, not mine, quote, "What happened next after Mr. Floyd's death is nothing short of amazing. Mostly peaceful protest broke out almost immediately in Minneapolis, and the use of excessive force by police officers became the villain in a sea of protesters," end quote. Did I read that accurately?
That sounds correct, yes, Senator.
All right, and then in October of 2019, you wrote an article entitled "Raising Responsibility: A Concerned Parent's Perspective." You remember that?
I do remember that, yes.
Did you take a position in that article?
I recall my position being talking about how am I going to address issues with my children.
So you did take positions, unlike what you told Senator Durbin.
What I told Senator Durbin that I try not to take positions.
Okay.
Judge Cheeks faces off with Senator Kennedy, and it gets personal, political, and powerful. From past writings to present positions, this isn't your typical confirmation exchange. Let's break it down. It all starts with one article, "I Can't Breathe." Written in October 2020, Judge Cheeks reflects on the death of George Floyd and the protests that followed. But Senator Kennedy reads it differently. Senator Kennedy accuses her of taking a radical stance, but is she just reflecting or pushing an agenda? Next up, her article "Raising Responsibility." This one gets personal.
Poor, hungry, hardworking, and not dangerous deserve a pass from prosecution. End quote. Saying that illegal immigration should not be criminalized is a position, is it not?
It is. What I'd like to add is that everything that I wrote while I was an advocate, not a sitting judge.
Oh, I see. That makes a difference. Did you
that was-
mean it when you wrote it?
When I wrote it,
Did you mean it?
I meant it when I wrote it because
Okay, but you don't mean it now?
I do not mean it now.
So if you
right
take
now.
off your advocate hat today, do you have your advocate hat on today?
I am no longer an advocate. I'm a sitting magistrate
Okay,
judge.
so you don't tell the truth when you're an advocate, but you do when you're not? Is it okay to lie if you're an advocate?
I don't follow the question.
I think it's pretty clear, and I think you follow it. You've taken a lot of radical positions, Judge, and you can't make this cat walk backwards. Now, you can't make this cat walk backwards.
Senator Kennedy pounces, saying she's not neutral, that she's labeling all police with bias. But is this lived experience or political posturing? If you think more voices like this need to be heard, hit that subscribe button. We cover stories others won't. Flashback to May 2019. Judge Cheeks writes an article titled "The Federal Dungeon Part 2, criticizing the DOJ's zero-tolerance policy under President Trump. This moment becomes a trap. Kennedy says, "This is advocacy," but Cheeks says, "That was then. I'm a judge now." January 2022. Judge Cheeks appears on Visible Voices. She says, "We the people never included people of color or women." Kennedy reads it back like it's a confession. But is it fact or framing? Then Kennedy drops the real hammer, accusing her of pushing gender quotas. Does the quote back it up? The final round. Kennedy tries to tie it all together. Past statements, passionate articles, personal interviews. But Judge Cheeks stays calm and gives a powerful defense. She never said the word quota. But the idea of demanding equal representation? It struck a nerve. And Kennedy's response? "Good try, Judge." So here's the real question. Is Judge Cheeks a radical activist in robes, or a bold, unflinching voice our courts need? Was Kennedy calling out bias, or burying integrity under partisan fire? We want to hear from you. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do past writings disqualify a judge? Or is transparency part of the process? If you found this breakdown insightful, give us a like, and don't forget to subscribe for more no-fluff political deep dives.